The 2010 fall sports season showcased some of the finest talent in the PacWest, from Northern California to the Southwest and across the Pacific to Hawaii. In women's soccer, BYU Hawaii was unbeaten until the final week of the regular season and ranked number 1 in the West region for most of the year before finally dropping to number 2. The Seasiders showed great teamwork and great defense in racking up one victory after another throughout the year in claiming the PacWest title and advancing to the second round of the NCAA Regionals.
If we can keep the fun in soccer, then I think that they produce well, and so we definitely have a lot of fun on the field, and if we can get them excited and pumped off the field, then I think they'll produce for us on the field.
BYU Hawaii was one of many women's soccer programs making noise in the conference this year. Grand Canyon also had a banner season as the Antelopes were spurred on by charismatic head coach Stevie Gill and had their best season ever in PacWest play. Grand Canyon was consistently ranked in the top 10 in the West region and finished as the conference runner-up in the final standings.
I think we had a great season. We worked exceptionally hard in recruiting and trying to build a strong team, good kids, good athletes, good academically. So I think it's all sort of worked out. You know, we're extremely fit. We've been fortunate, not too many injuries, but I mean, it's been very good.
Here's the way the PacWest women's soccer race finished up, with BYU Hawaii the champions with an outstanding record of 12-1-1, followed by Grand Canyon at 9-4-1, and Dixie State and Hawaii Pacific tied for third, both at 9-5. Notre Dame de Namur finished fifth with a winning mark of 7-5-2. Then a strong Dominican team was sixth, followed by UH Hilo, Chaminade, and Academy of Art. In men's soccer, the question was whether anyone could stop coach Peter Draxon and the defending champion Grand Canyon Antelopes. The Antelopes would be ranked at number 1, 2, or 3 in the West region all season long. And they put together an impressive string of victories in the PacWest, including this very decisive 2-0 win over perennial challenger Notre Dame de Namur early in the season. That win, coupled with a tie against NDNU later in the year and a split against runner-up Hawaii Pacific, was enough to propel Grand Canyon to yet another PacWest championship.
Work unified as a team for each other, with each other. Now, that's difficult, but when you hit that chemistry as a team, anything's possible. That's how national championships come, that's how conference championships come, and that's what we focus on probably more than anything.
The Antelopes continued their incredible run all the way to the NCAA Regional Finals, where they were eventually stopped in their quest for yet another national championship. Other very strong PacWest teams this year included Hawaii Pacific. The Sea Warriors finished in the league runner-up spot for the third year in a row, garnering 11 wins along the way and getting some regional ranking consideration during an impressive season. And Notre Dame de Namur also had a great year, finishing very close to securing a spot in the regional tournament and showing once again why the Argonauts are one of the top soccer programs on the West Coast. Perhaps the surprise team of the year in the PacWest was Academy of Art. Art U, as they like to call themselves now, finished at an even 7-7 on the season, impressive enough to garner Coach of the Year honors for their head coach, Daniel Rosario. Here's the way the men's soccer standings finished up, with Grand Canyon on top at 12-1-1, HP right behind with a record of 11-3, just ahead of NDNU at 10-2-2. Dixie State had a good season and finished fourth, with Art U finishing in the middle at number 5. The sixth spot went to UH Hilo, followed by Dominican, BYU Hawaii, and Chaminade. The women's volleyball race would also be a very exciting one, with new contenders like Dixie State from St. George, Utah, looking very strong this year. The Red Storm were picked by many to win the PacWest during a preseason vote of conference coaches. And Academy of Art made its presence known in the conference race as they had several impressive victories. The Urban Knights showcased some of the finest talent on the West Coast this season under first-year head coach Allison Magner.
It's intense. Every single match is a death battle, which is really awesome. I love coming into the playing field like that. I think it's an even playing field, and it comes down to who wants it more and who has more heart.
But once again, the conference champion would come from the islands. Hawaii Pacific would be one of the contenders for the crown as the Sea Warriors battled their way into the West Region rankings with outstanding wins like this one against arch-rival BYU Hawaii.
I think it's the Hawaii school thing. I mean, when I first got here and we lost to BYU the first 3 times I played them, I wanted to be like them. I wanted to recruit the kids that were well-rounded volleyball players and not single skill, single set positional players. And we've gotten those kids, and that's helped us end up beating them. And that was what I was trying to do in my recruiting, is to be like BYU in terms of style of play. If we're gonna win or be the best, we've got to be like the best.
But ultimately, the 2010 PacWest title would come down to BYU Hawaii and defending champion Hawaii Hilo. The Seasiders of Vulcans would meet twice during the season, and both times BYU Hawaii had Hilo's number. Those 2 key victories by the Seasiders, coupled with HBU's upset of Hilo in the final night of the season, created co-champions for the conference, with BYU Hawaii and UH Hilo each claiming a share of the PacWest title. And the Seasiders heading to the NCAA tournament because of winning both games in their head-to-head matchups.
Both teams got stretched out after a while. You know, it was a long 4-set match, so both teams, like I said, used a lot of energy, and we're fortunate to win.
So here's how it stacked up in the final conference standings, with BYU Hawaii and Hawaii Hilo sharing the PacWest title with identical 13-13 records. HPU was 3rd with a mark of 12-4. Dixie State finished 4th at 10-6, with Academy of Art 5th at 9-7. NDNU came on strong at the end of the season to finish 6th, with Grand Canyon 7th, followed by Chaminade and Dominican. Congratulations to all the champions during the 2010 fall season, including our men's and women's cross-country champions from BYU Hawaii, featured earlier on PacWest Magazine.